Am I the best investment ever? Maybe. Over the last 7 months, I've spent over $1 million profitably in YouTube ads, not including MSN, TikTok, some other networks, native. Yeah, I am a good investment because that million made the health company millions. They paid me $70,000. I spent over $1 million profitably for them, and they made a lot more on that. So, is me and my video editor are a good investment. If you have a business or you know somebody who wants some expert, handcrafted, sizzling fingers YouTube ad skills, I have the magic. Let's talk about some of the learnings that you can apply to your business right meow on that $1 million of ad spend that I spent. There's a bunch of takeaways that I had this year that could potentially help your business too. And I want to talk about them. So, 9 lessons from $1 million in profitable ad spend for a health coaching brand. And these are some of the lessons I learned so you don't have to. Number one of the highest converting ads that did millions in revenue. The structure went like this. It was an expert angle. So if you're an expert and you're talking, it went hook, story, testimonials, how it works, call to action. So basic. After the hook, you get into like the sincere problem and talking about the problem, blah, 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 blah. The biggest thing is just relating to your audience, who you're talking about. And then the solution, what fixed it, how you fixed it, other people that have fixed it, and a call to action to the next step. Super basic ad structure. Number 2, compliance is king right now. From what I've seen, Google and other networks, they're using AI to filter the ads. And the AI is getting better at picking up implicit claims. So if you're trying to skirt the rules like FDA or FTC or what Google policies, like the AI is a lot better now at picking up claims. So what I did was take my ad script, so shoot the ad script, blah, 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 and then run it through AI and just say, hey, will you edit this for compliance for FDA, FTC, and Google Ads compliance? And use ChatGPT or whatever AI flavor you prefer to edit it. But yeah, just keeping all your stuff compliant so that you can keep running, because you can't make money if your ads aren't being approved. The other thing that I really like this year is the banners on top of the ads, like having the headline on top of the ads. You can test different hooks, see which one converts better. So it's an easy way, it's an easy place to test winning creative. You can take a winning ad, make it even more winning just by swapping the headline banner in the ad itself. Viral editing, a lot of the viral organic editing tricks apply to ads as well. I mean, having captions, having something happening every 2 to 4 seconds. The viral video editing is worth the investment on the ads. Testimonial based, some of the ads that I spent the most money on this year as well are testimonial based ads. So it wasn't even the guru per se that was talking. It was just really relatable success stories and leading with that hook. I'm so-and-so, I had this problem. And what you'll find is your customers describe the problem and tell their story almost sometimes better than you can. And some of my best converting creative was leveraging testimonials for the YouTube ad. Number 6 is sending to a low ticket VSL does work, like a loss leader. Yeah, just making sure it's compliant, making sure the VSL is compliant, because I think Google is going deeper in the funnel now, making sure you're compliant across the board. Another strategy I did this year that worked really well is combining cold broad search. A broad keyword is like a shotgun of just you get a net of all sorts of keywords that are not necessarily related to what you're selling, almost treating broad keywords like banner placements. And so I would take the broad keyword, send them to a pre-sell or an advertorial, which would do the actual selling, and then send them to the VSL. So advertorial first and then VSL. So you can use, it opens up a lot of traffic basically, is you can use these really broad keywords. For example, make money online. It's not a keyword I was advertising on, but just you can take these really broad keywords, and with a good advertorial, you can treat it as almost like a really good cold search or display placement. It almost performs like that, and then overlay that with target CPA and Google Ads chef's kiss on that. So yeah, love that strategy. A lot of scale potential there. Another big lesson this year was just tracking. Keeping tracking super simple. There's a lot of apps, a lot of good apps like ROAS and Triple Whale, and I do like ROAS, but there's other companies and apps that advertise making tracking more simple when it actually complicates things a lot more, and consequently losing conversions or getting wires crossed, and that can mess up algorithms. The algorithm that you work so hard to train, that you invest a lot of money in the ad network to train. I like just the standard Google Tag Manager setup. It's simple and there's a ton of support around it. Pretty straightforward, whether you're e-com or whatever the business type. Oh, another thing, another strategy, I didn't even write this down. This just popped in my head that I do that I really like is I like measuring. It's called outbound click in Google. It's an outbound click conversion event on the advertorial click-throughs. So I can measure the click-through rate and the cost per click-through rate of the different advertorial angles that I'm testing before sending to the VSL. You can set it as a secondary event so it doesn't affect your purchase main event conversions, what you're optimizing toward in your account. Another thing to look at is YouTube is, if you can crack it where it's break even or ROIing on the front end, I mean, that's really good. But another big lesson is looking at the blended CPA. So a lot of people don't understand that when you're sending all this cold traffic, it's generating buzz elsewhere too. Like it will make Facebook go up, or it'll make your other channels or your remarketing and all the other channels go up. And it'll also make your branded search go up. So you'll see kind of an in tandem effect where the more top of funnel ads, where it may not be, the metrics may not be working top of funnel. Maybe the CPAs are higher on the top of the funnel, but you're getting way more branded conversions, like the halo effect. So I think a big lesson that companies can take away is just looking at the overall blended. Like, yeah, maybe we overspent in Facebook, maybe we overspent in Google today, or maybe whatever. But looking at the macro CPA, I think is really valuable. Another lesson is playing nice with ad networks. The lesson is just, the more you can align your goals with the ad networks, which is giving people a positive experience and being compliant in your copy all the way through the funnel, you're going to have longevity in your business. Like, you might get away with some more aggressive marketing tactics for a little while, but it's Google and it's like Big Brother and they're always watching. So just learning to play nice and align your goals with ad networks as best as possible will keep your account in good standing and allow you to run longer. Another thing, that observation I saw just in the coaching space, is just if you're upselling to a coaching offer, having your users consume as much content as you can from you before they get to the pitch, before they get to the sales call. The users that ordered the front end product, went through the front end product, and even consumed other content like a webinar or a lead magnet, or they were much higher conversion rate than just book a call and see what happens type thing. Another lesson is that your ancillary content, as much as that, your free value content that you can get them to consume before the actual high ticket close, the high ticket sell, convert better. Another big one I saw is your reputation elsewhere matters a lot, like your BBB and your Reddit and your Trustpilot or whatever you're using. If you have an F rating on BBB, you're going to lose a lot of sales. If you have an A rating, it really helps. It solidifies. People want to see what the other experiences that people had. So that just goes back to taking care of your customers and doing what you say you're going to do and following through for your people. That does matter a lot. And then the other thing that I've noticed is just, and I've scaled a lot of brands and a lot of gurus at this point with YouTube ads with more attention, because it's really interesting to watch YouTube kind of create these like D-list celebrities, like low-key celebrities basically with ads. I mean, just like you buy clout essentially. As you get more attention with your ads, you get a lot more scrutiny. Again, just really harping on the compliance angle of, as far as your copy, starting out your funnels and your copy, asking AI if this is compliant and making sure you're not making any claims or health claims or income claims or whatever will serve you down the road, because a lot of times there's these what I call gremlins, just leftover fragment remnant copy pieces that can get your account blocked. I mean, they really can. Like little copy snippets that are uncompliant can get your whole account smoked. So those are some of the learnings I've had this year, spending $1 million in ad spend. You know, one ad can really backpack you for a long time. Like if you crack one good ad in YouTube, it can yield millions in revenue. So it's worth split testing a lot. That's another like side lesson, is just testing so much creative. I've edited and tested so much creative this year that there's a lot of learnings there as well. So we'll keep the video there. This is up. Pretty long video already, so if you watched this to the end, thank you for watching. Point in all of this is I am looking for another client. It's $10K a month for YouTube ads, full-time YouTube ads, media buyer, and video editor. And so kind of come in a package. We are a good investment. So if you are at a place where you're ready to scale, then hit us up. Yeah, we can help scale your ads.